Yo guys, so basically I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Actually today I'm even gonna put some music, very not so loud, but in the background. But basically, so today I took a trade on my other style of model, okay, because it was perfect. Like as I told you guys, I think I told you this yesterday, but I had a daily bias no, for the whole week, not the whole week, but since we created this candle, which was 24th. Yeah, so I think the whole week. Okay, so we created this gap, okay, and I believe the price was always, it almost always fills up these gaps, okay, the opening gaps. And today I had my bias of we were gonna go fully close it because we had like a closed a part of it here, but we had to close the whole thing. So when we closed it and we tapped into just also 1 hour fair value gap in here, we barely tapped in it. I was bullish. Okay, from that point on, I was bullish. I knew that we will sweep these highs, and I think, in my honest opinion, okay, we're just gonna start rocketing up. So we're just gonna start rocketing up, and all the way up. Okay, all the way up, like until all-time highs. That's my analysis, though. I don't know if I'm gonna be right on that, but for today, I was right. My trade was on the all model, as I said, and I took the trade when I saw that okay, we did close the gap. And once we closed this 5 minute here, as you guys can see, 5 minute candle bullish, I scaled down to the 1 minute time frame, and I saw that we created two fair value gaps. So we had this fair value gap in here, and we had wait, yeah. Okay, we had one fair value gap. Oh yeah, the other one is up here, but that was like later after the trade. Okay. So we had this only two opportunities until we go for the highs. We had 3 hourly highs, I believe, today. We had these, which were for me personally the main target, since my bias is like that we're gonna start rocketing up. And we had these three here, but that one was my main one for the day. My TP, I put it on here because I assumed the price could chop after we sweep this. Because as I told you guys yesterday, like for my old strategy, every time that we get close to an hourly low, an hourly high, I don't know why the fuck price just starts dropping. And I was fucking right about that today too. Look at this shit. Like it hit my TP, we were close to this hourly highs and we chopped. So I'm so glad I put my TP in here because we went straight through it. But yeah, so my entrance was 1 minute breakup structure, okay? Tap into this first fair value gap, which was the only fair value gap at the time. And once this candle closed, I entered. Pretty much an ICT style trade, okay? And I went to a 1 to 2 RR because for me there was no, if price went below this swing low, it would not make sense. Like my trade would be invalidated, you know? So I put my stop loss on the bottom of that 5 minute swing low. And that's pretty much it. So now I am one trade to pass the account, $1,560. I also took another trade, okay, on paper trading today, which was for my model, which was a very good trade. On my model that I'm using like day to day, there was two good trades today. Today I took on a different style of model, but it also worked out. But I mainly took this because I was so sure of my mind about what price would do today, and I was pretty fucking right. Okay, I don't know if we're gonna go to all-time highs like I said, but that's a long-term analysis, right? But the other style, the other trades that showed up for my model, the one I'm using currently, is this one. So we created this. Oh yeah, we created this 5 minute fair value gap in here. Okay, for me this is an A model. It's like an A. It's not an A plus because of how, like, because of the on the hourly we were not so nice. Okay, even though we tapped into this gaps and we saw bullish power, we were not so nice. Pardon. But yeah, 5 minute gap tap, and then we had this very nice bullish power out of it. I would have entered personally in here. For me, here is too early. I would need to wait for one more. So, you know, entrance there, pretty much. TP on the hourly highs that I told you guys about. So as I said, hourly highs that I was targeting for New York session in the morning were these. So I would have put my TP in there, you know, which is there, 1-to-1 with the stop loss below the swing low that we created, and it did end up playing out. Okay, it played out very nicely. Some of the people in my group, on my mentor, they took this trade. I didn't took it. Well, I took it on paper trading, but I didn't took it on the fund because I already had taken one, so I cannot take 2 trades in a day because it's a full port. On the third trade of the day, it's a very, very cheeky scalpy one. So basically, after we pass this first hourly highs, we create this 1 minute for value gap. You could, I don't know, you know, how you guys would play this, but for me, I would personally go for like a 1-to-1, like something solid like that, you know, covering at least the gap I entered from. Or I would go for like covering both gaps, and I would play it like, I would play it literally from here, like once we tap into the gap, without even seeing the bullish power out of it. So we tap into the gap, and you know, TP there, or actually TP here or there, depending on the RR you guys prefer. But covering both gaps is like safer, that you will not get stopped out because it reaches the second gap, for example. So you know, it's nicer for some people. For some people, they prefer, you know, like me, sometimes I like to take the gamble and, you know, just close the gap that I entered from pretty much, and go for like a 1-to-1 like this. Okay, but it depends. It's a different style. But yeah, those were the trades for the trade. Those were the trades for the day. I don't know if you guys like some chill music in the background. I don't know if even if you guys can listen to it. Hopefully you can, but some nice chill Bad Bunny in the background. That's what I usually listen to when I'm trading, but a little bit louder. And yeah, so today, different style of trading. Not my particular trades, you know, not like the scalpy ones on the end of the move. I took it on the beginning of the move because of my daily bias, but I don't plan to keep trading like this. Okay, I plan to keep trading normally like I usually do, but for me, the daily bias was very clear that I used to trade on this model, so I'm still comfortable with it, and I decided to take it when, well, it worked out. One trade to pass. Hopefully I will pass the account and it's gonna be all good. I will not have any problems, and yeah, I'll come back with another video. Today was a little bit shorter, you know, not so much yapping, but yeah, if you guys want any content on the channel, just reach me and tell me about it. Okay, peace.